Hello, everybody. Dallisa Hawking here. Nope, I'm not at Stonehenge. Well, not really. I hope that this video finds you well. I always believe that if you are watching this video, the universe has something to tell you. So please continue watching the video as I will be sharing channeled messages from the universe as I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, and clairsentient. I see, I hear, and I feel. And I'm going to bring to you what the universe wants you to remember for this week. After I go through the channeled messages, I will pull a couple of oracle cards and let you know what energy is present. So thank you so much, everybody that watches me week after week. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And those of you that share my videos with your friends, your family, your coworkers, I so love you, appreciate your kindness. It helps to spread light around the world, and it's complimentary free content, so you might as well share it and give some people some hope and inspiration. So thank you to those of you that share these videos. Reminder to please give the video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll ask you to comment on the video as well. It helps to reach more people the more engagement we get on these videos. So by doing those simple things, you actually help quite a bit. So thank you for that. I have also announced recently that my podcast is finally launching February 4th. It's called Highway to Healing. You can find it on Apple Podcast, on Google if you're an Android user, as well as Spotify. So you can go there, type in Highway to Healing with Dallisa Hawking, or just Highway to Healing. My picture should pop up, and subscribe to that. The trailer is up. The first episodes will drop February 4th, and then a new episode for season 1 will drop each Thursday. And you can also apply to be a guest on my podcast. Go to spiritandspark.com, easy for you to say, spiritandspark.com, and click on podcast, and there's a form on there you can fill out to be considered for a guest on my podcast. So Highway to Healing. Also, another big announcement for this week, the same day my podcast launches, I am creating, and the first episode will go up this Thursday as well. So February 4th is like my day, apparently. February 4th, it's called This Morning with Lisa and Dallisa. It's a YouTube live morning show. It will be at 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern time. And This Morning with Lisa and Dallisa is a formatted morning show. There'll be different segments. We'll have a special guest on most episodes. And it's really to give you what Lisa and I are seeing for the week ahead. We'll have special guests like astrologers weighing in on what their predictions are. And it is exclusive to YouTube. And so if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube Spirit and Spark TV channel, this is the time. You're right here. Click the button. And sign up for your account, because that will be the only place that that video will be shared. Will be on YouTube. And so again, it's This Morning with Lisa and Dallisa, Thursday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific. Lisa is also a multi-generational psychic medium. So you're going to have all the insight, inspiration, and hope within that morning show. So I'm excited to bring that to you. Okay, Spark Plug members, thank you so much for being a part of my members only community. The February class passes that you get for free from our practitioners will be posted in your member portal soon. And specials from different practitioners are shared there as well. So Spark Plug members, just make sure you're checking your member portal regularly, as we are posting a lot of content in there. And make sure to check out your new community tab, which allows you to click on a question and then comment and weigh in on different topics and engage with one another. So that is a new feature of the Spark Plug member community. To sign up for that, you can also go to spiritandspark.com and click on the Spark Plug. So I think that those are my announcements that I need to make sure I told you about, because they're all critical to the week ahead. And I want to make sure that you are connected and you understand what's happening, what's coming. So with that, I'm going to go into your channeled messages for this week. And then I'm going to pull your oracle cards to see. I'm going to do a couple tarot, and then I'm going to do an oracle card. So we'll get to that here in a second. Are you ready? Can we all just take a big deep breath? Oh, yeah. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Okay, here we go. Remember a time when your heart was happy and full. Remember a time when your heart was happy and full. And as I even say that, what comes to mind? What memory, what person comes to mind? When your heart was just so happy, when you were looking forward to getting up in the morning, when you were looking forward to getting your day started because you couldn't wait for what was going to happen, that afternoon, that evening. Like, when's the last time your heart really felt joy? And what they said to tell you and remind you of is you can feel that again. You can feel that again. And I need you to believe that. And I know some of you are watching this right now and you're like, I am in a cave of darkness. And Dallisa, I don't believe you. I don't believe the universe when they say I can get there again. But I'm telling you, that is part of the message, is what came forward this week. They said, fake it till you make it with raising your frequency and your vibration. If you aren't feeling light and happy, they want you to ask yourself, what action can you take this week to get your energy to shift? So think of it as like, how am I going to fake it till I make it? Because you got to shift your energy. And I'm going to tell you how in a second. There's a book called The 5-Second Rule. It's by Mel Robbins. And it's kind of this hack that you can do to like activate motion, energy, and to shift mindset and your vibration. I've included a link to the book in the description of this video. It's very simple. She lays it out beautifully. But if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know how to be happy again. I don't know how to get myself back there again. I don't think anything would be hurt by you reading the book or listening to the book. They have it on audio as well. And see how you can deliberately choose to change your actions this week to lift your frequency and vibration. It goes on. So they said, if you won't do the action to lift your frequency, lift your vibration, why? Now, when I say lift your frequency or vibration, so it could be things like going on a walk, listening to music, dancing around your house, taking a salt bath, lighting candles, reading a book, journaling, giving back to yourself, okay? To make yourself feel like, I'm gonna get through this. So what makes you happy? Do you wanna paint? Do you wanna get like an adult coloring book? Do you wanna connect with an animal? Do you wanna go volunteer somewhere, even if it's virtually online? A lot of organizations are looking for volunteers. Do you need human connection? So those are those are examples of things I'm talking about, of like raising your frequency, raising your vibration. So if you won't do that, why? Are you stuck in victim energy or failure energy, self-sabotage, or loneliness? If you're not doing a hack, a thing, an action to boost your frequency, why? Why are you not doing it? Because that will give you clarity. And I'm not judging you, but I'm saying you're there. If you're there, why are you there? And why are you not taking steps to get to where you need to go to feel happier? Because like they said, you have to fake it till you make it. And what I got from that message was, sometimes you just have to wake up in the morning and say, fine, I'll do it even though I don't want to. Because then over time, you start to feel that happiness and that joy again, okay? So the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, the link is in the description of the video. I'd highly recommend it if you're feeling like, I don't even know where to start, okay? So that would be the book I would suggest. They said happiness is a choice, fear is a choice, and being in victim energy is a choice. So it is not intended to make you feel any worse than maybe you do right now, but what they were pointing out to me is to remind you that whatever you feel today, you can change how you feel today by making a different choice on what you're thinking, how you're perceiving things. So how you feel right now in this moment is your responsibility. It's yours alone, okay? Then they went on to say, the universe is going to rip your blindfold off this year and have you face all of the things you've been shoving down. Nope, not kidding. I literally wrote that, nope, not kidding, because that's what I heard as I was channeling. Again, accountability. It is nobody's fault that you are feeling the way that you feel right now. That is your healing. That is your boundaries that you need to have in place. It's your decision on what you're doing with your life. Own it. Own it and heal it. Whatever emotion you are feeling right now, today, own it. Because then it's like, oh, there's freedom in this. Okay, so if I'm feeling sad, why am I feeling sad? Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, why does that make me feel sad? The more you go into the questions and looking at it, the more insight and healing you'll be able to obtain. Okay. As I will be talking about on my podcast, as well as because the podcast will have some astrology updates on there. So, and that, yeah, it's going to be fun. And then on my morning show on YouTube, we'll be talking to astrologers. I'm going to tell you right now, February 22nd through April 13th, I wrote down WTF next to it. So make sure that you're following the podcast and this YouTube channel, because I'm going to be going into it every single week with these astrologers. February 22nd to April 13th, WTF. So if you're one of these people that are like, inauguration's done, everything's just hunky-dory, yay, woohoo! As they said, they will rip the Band-Aid off. So whatever you've been shoving down is like, oh God, I'm not even gonna think about 2020 anymore. I'm not gonna think about that inauguration anymore, whatever, like it's done, I'm cruising. It's all gonna come up again. I laugh because I'm like, listen, your job this year is to stay neutral. And I've talked about this before. Okay, so yeah, make sure you tune into the podcast and the YouTube this morning show on Thursday morning so that you can stay up to date on what's coming and how to navigate this. Okay, let's do a card pull. Now that I've kind of like given you the big sister talk of do this, maybe don't do that. And listen, you can take whatever you want out of this and you can leave the rest, but my main goal here is to help you navigate life and to find yourself in a happier place, okay? That's what I'm here for. So let's pull a couple of tarot cards. I'm just gonna ask Spirit what they want us to know for the week ahead. What's the energy gonna be like? You know, we're not to February 22nd yet, but we are in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde can be a total-ish show. So Mercury retrograde is typically like when a lot of technology issues happen, miscommunications. So if you are signing, if you have to sign anything right now, triple, quadruple check it. Cross your T's, dot your I's. This would not be a time where you should be doing any heavy contracts, negotiations, anything like that. Definitely, I mean, negotiations might be okay. I just wouldn't finalize it during Mercury retrograde or the shadow period after, which is usually a week or two. Oh, hello. Well, that will be one of our tarot cards. It's one of my favorites. Okay. Whew. Let's pull a couple more. So Spirit, I got it. Spirit, what do you, ooh, hi. Hold on. I gotta pull another one. Oh God, are you sure? Yeah, sure. Oh, are you sure? I'm like, I gotta keep pulling cards. Oh, are you sure? Oh God, okay. Okay, yeah. What the, holy Moses. Okay. According to these cards, I'm gonna pull an oracle card after I tell you what these are. They are intense tarot cards. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off, here we go. I pulled 4 cards. The Magician, which I love. The Magician's all about like manifesting, and you can have anything you want, like as so below, as so above, like balancing, pulling alchemy together, pulling your ingredients together, manifesting what you want. Great card, okay? We know the secrets to manifesting. I've told you this 50,000 times. know what you want. So you have to have clarity, know that you're worthy of having it. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to take small actions every day to get there. Okay. So you can manifest whatever you want this week. That's the good news. Yay! Then we get two extreme cards next to each other. And it's basically like the ending of major and energetic things. So I look at it as more as like world energy, US energy. Like, what do we need to know? We got the Death card. So first of all, we had the Magician, which is major arcana, which is major energy. The Death card is the same. It's a major arcana, major energetic shifts. So this is not to scare you. This is to say, hey, this week is going to have Phoenix rising from the ashes type energy. The Death card really, to me, does not signal physical death. It signals more of like endings and beginnings. Okay, so the energy will be very present this week for closing doors and opening up new ones. All right, it can indicate a physical change of some kind. The message with this card is also about like rebirth and keeping the faith. Okay. And what's interesting about the Death card, it's also associated with the sign of Scorpio. So whenever I hear that or remember that, it's like things that might not be on the surface. So things kind of being revealed this week, okay, that could mark endings and beginnings. Then we got another ending card. This is one of the most intense cards, I think, in the deck. And it is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, as you can see on this card, I mean, all the swords are inside this poor guy, right? It's endings, but it's also where are you going to find your hope? Where are you going to find your silver lining? So it makes so much sense, the channeled messages that they brought forward, because it's all about like your actions. What are you going to do to get yourself and pull yourself up off of this table? That's this week. So I think, you know, this is going to be one of those videos you're probably going to want to re-listen to at some point this week, because when you find yourself with the Death and the Ten of Swords and you're like, oh my God, what is happening here? You're going to want to know how to like kick yourself back out of it. Okay. So again, that book, the 5-second rule, I would recommend it. The link is in the comments. And then I pulled the Emperor. The Emperor is about dominance, about power, about taking control. So we have major, massive energy shifts this week. I mean, all four of these are huge energies. So I would ask yourself, like, how are you going to be this Emperor? How are you going to take control of your life, take accountability, take action, and do the right thing? How are you going to do that this week? Because these cards are like, listen, you can have what you want. You can manifest whatever you want, but it's likely going to come with endings so that you can embrace new beginnings. So what do those new beginnings look like for you? What are you going to do? What action are you going to take? I love these cards. They're great. But, oh God, these are not cards for the faint of heart. Okay? So I know, and we're not even to February 22nd yet when all the astrology starts going cuckoo. Okay, so let's pull one more card. Oh my God, I can't end on that. These are cards of destiny. They're based off of a standard deck of playing cards, but each suit and each number make a card, and I will read to you. So let's ask. I'll read to you what it says on the card. So Spirit, can you give me one card that everybody needs to keep in mind for the week ahead? Thank you. The Two of Clubs. The Two of Clubs, this is what the little drawing on here, the Two of Clubs, it says, this could be a time to turn inward, to observe the conversations you are having with yourself and how they are being expressed through your communication with others and what is manifesting in your life. Didn't we just pull the manifesting card? And didn't we just talk about Mercury retrograde and how things with communication are all haywire? This card is like take an internal barometer check of what you're saying to yourself and what you're saying to other people, because communication is going to be haywire. It says, if there's a conflict of any kind going on inside or outside with other people, it could be tied to the conversations going on in your head and the interactions with another person or a situation occurring in your life. Cooperation is the result of understanding, and it could be more information is necessary to gain a greater perspective, which will result in clarity. So again, cooperation and understanding, gathering more information this week will give you better perspective and clarity. Your authenticity is key. Choose what is best for you, and that will be best for everyone. You're happy up here, you're happy in here, everything's going to be good. Spend some time with your inner magician. I can't make this up, we just pulled that card. Spend time with your inner magician and then take action from a clear place in your heart. I cannot make this stuff up, folks. I love it. I love it when the cards back up the message and they all play off of each other. I love it. So anyway, reminder, subscribe to the podcast, apply to be a guest on the podcast, become a Spark Plug member, check out This Morning with Lisa and Dallisa. Everything is on spiritandspark.com, spiritandspark.com. You can click that, you can navigate through the menu. I'd love to have you in my private members only community, the Spark Plug. So be sure to join that. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going. I'm looking forward to working and talking more with you. And thanks again for everybody out there who's sharing this message with your friends, family, coworkers. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye for now.